So I just got back from a job interview and I think it went really, really well. Me and the lady got along quite well. It was a nice, positive environment. I showcased myself in a polite and respectful way. One of the assistants came in halfway through the interview. She opened the door, just like kind of stormed in to get some paperwork or something. She's like, oh my gosh, sorry, I didn't realize you guys were having an interview. And we had a laugh about that. So it went quite well. I genuinely think that obviously I've got the job because I'm a fucking G. It's kind of a restaurant job, an Italian restaurant job. I'm just getting it. Do you mind? Come on, man. I'm just getting a little 9-to-5 job. I'm going back into the matrix, boys, back into the system to support myself while I try and build up my business, to try and scale it up to a consistent level. So I'm just using the money that I get from the 9-to-5 to reinvest into the business, and also a holiday as well, to be honest, quite frankly with you, man. I want to get as much money in as possible, as much savings in as possible, and just go on a holiday and record some mad videos for you boys out in the Thailand or Spain or Italy or something, and that'll be quite interesting. So that's the plan right now. As I record this, it is currently June the 20th. So on the way back from this job interview, I was on the tram and I didn't pay for the tram ticket. It's kind of a bad habit that I have. I don't usually pay for it, even though I've been fined for it twice already in my life. So basically in my city, we have this public transport. It's kind of like a train, but it drives on the road. If any of you guys don't know, I don't know where you guys live. So that's why I have to explain it to you like you're a child. So we have these obviously trams that go through the city, and you're supposed to pay for them, and they're like £2, £3 for a ticket for an adult. And I just get on because it's just quicker than standing there and paying, and obviously it saves me the £3. I could be spending that on the meal deal, but I probably shouldn't do that. It's such a stupid bad habit. It's my little council estate habits coming out there, like jumping the tram and shit. I won't pay for a tram. Like it's my inner council estate that comes out. And also I never really get caught, so I kind of just continue to do it. One day I'm gonna get caught again, and maybe that'll teach me a lesson. But regardless, I've been fined twice before, right? So I used to get off the tram, and then there'd be these like tram police that stand there, and they're like, have you got a ticket, please, mate? And I'll make up some excuse like, oh, I'm so sorry, bro, like I had to run to get it, I didn't get time to get the ticket. And then they'll be like, well, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to get your details and give you a £50 fine. If you don't pay it in 14 days, then it goes up to £100, and it's like, fuck. So that's happened to me twice when I was younger, because I didn't really know how to get my way out of these situations. I was naive and innocent, but I still used to jump the tram. Now I did it again today. Obviously I always jump the tram, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I always jump the tram. I can't be arsed paying for it. Entertainment purposes, if any of the metropolitan tram police are watching this, it's all for entertainment. I do not jump the tram, I always pay for it. I'm a nice law-abiding citizen. So for entertainment purposes, let's say in a hypothetical universe I did jump the tram today and I didn't pay for the ticket. I got off the tram, and as I was walking off, the tram stop was swarmed with tram police, and I was like, fuck. I got off and I was absolutely surrounded by them. One of this old bald guy walked up to me, miserable looking guy, came up to me and was like, you got a ticket? I was like, no, I'm so sorry, mate, I had to run. I didn't really have a chance to get it. I've just got back from a job interview, I had to just run to go get it. I was really polite and respectful. I'm always polite and respectful to everybody, everyone. I'm never a dickhead. Obviously I just don't pay the tickets, and he was like, well, listen, we have to give you a £50 fine. And I was like, yeah, sorry, mate, I've got places to be. And I just walked off. And he was like, oh, right, okay. And then just went on to the next guy. And it made me laugh because I've always seen people do that myself. I've always seen people just basically say what I just said there. They were like, yeah, sorry. Or they just walk on, they don't, just ignore them. Because those guys can't grab you. They're not actual police. They can't grab you. They can't arrest you. They can't do anything other than give you a ticket. So everyone just kind of does that. They just ignore them and just walk on, and you don't really get the fine. And obviously when I was a kid, I was scared. I was shitting myself. I was like, fuck, I didn't pay for it. Okay, yeah, I'll pay the fine. No worries. I was a little pussy. But now it's like, I just did it, and it made me realise something, because I've been doing this for a while now, that same tactic. You just walk off. As long as there's no actual police, they'll let you go. I remember this one time I got off the tram, and there was tram police there, and there was actual police there as well, like armed police, bro, standing there with the body armour on and the fucking, what gun is it? M4? Standing there with M4s. I think it was an M4. Was it a UMP? Both of them, I think. Anyway, they were standing there with guns and shit, and this kid got off, this little roadman kid, and he didn't pay for the ticket, and the tram police stopped him. Where's your ticket? Oh, fuck off, I'm not paying for a ticket. All of that kind of stuff. And then he started sprinting off, and I seen the armed police chase him. I was like, what the fuck's going on? He hasn't paid for a £2 ticket, and the armed police with guns are sprinting after him. They tackled him to the ground. He basically banged his head on the railing, and then picked him up and just dragged him back to the tram police. And I was like, yeah, I'll pay the fine, mate, don't worry. I'll pay the fine, no problem, pal. Don't worry about that. So yeah, they only really stop you if there's actual police there, which most of the time there isn't. And when there isn't, you can just walk on, and they're not going to do anything. They can't legally grab you. So, and people know that. So it's kind of a thing that no one pays for the tram tickets because they're not going to do anything about it anyway if you just walk on. And once I understood that, I started to do the same thing. Hypothetically, obviously, it's entertainment purposes. So yeah, I said to him, like, listen, mate, I've got places to be. I was really pissed off at this point. I was still polite and respectful, but obviously my girl's just fucking... My girl, we weren't official, but, you know, I'm going through this situation with my girl right now. That's pissing me off. And she's on the other side of the world. I can't talk to her. That's pissing me off. I was in a bad mood anyway. Like, I was thinking about a lot of shit. I was doubting myself. I was going through, like, dilemmas with the YouTube. Just a lot of shit going on in my mind. I was really pissed off. And I had this face on me. I walked out of the tram. I was just like this. I really just pissed off. Like, just no one fucking talked to me. And I got off the tram, and this bald, miserable guy comes up to me asking me for the ticket. And I was just like, fuck off, bro. I didn't say that, but in my head, I was like, just go leave me alone. So I said, listen, mate, I was on my phone, like, about to make a call as well. I was like, listen, mate, I got places to be, sorry. I walked off, and I said to him, I know you're only doing your job, but I've got places to be. And he was like, all right, okay. And then he walked off. And I realised, you know what? You get very far in life by just saying what you want to say. It's quite funny. This is the lesson I want you to take from this, is you'd be surprised at what you can get when you just say it. So, for example, you can use this in business. A lot of the time, some of you guys may be scared of setting high prices because you're scared that people are going to perceive it as too expensive. My coaching services used to be $100 an hour. An hour. Minimum wage for me, I believe, is like £6. £6 an hour at a normal 9-to-5 job. That's minimum wage. That's like the standard normal minimum wage, right? The job that I've currently applied for is £10 an hour. Mine was $100. That's around what, like £80? £80 per hour. Just because I said it as that. Because I was egotistical and arrogant enough to think that. Like, yeah, that's what I'm worth. Of course. I'm the fucking man. The knowledge, in fact, I still genuinely believe that. I wouldn't even say it's egotistical. The knowledge I can give you will literally save your life from suicide. That's priceless. Can't even put a price on that. So I said it high. I said, yep, this is my price. Guess what? People paid for it. You'd be very, very surprised at what you can get away with when you just say things. The same in that situation. I've got places to be. I'm not paying for your fine. And you just walk off. You'd be very surprised. With girls especially. A lot of you guys are just absolutely terrified. But please, can I give you a kiss? Give me a kiss. Just say that to the girl. Give me a kiss. Pull her in close. She'll kiss you. A lot of the time, like, you get away with this kind of shit. I'm not saying get away with it in a manipulative or in a malicious way. Obviously, like, if in terms of the girl, you're kissing a girl, don't force yourself on it. But do you know what I mean? Like, if she's up for it, you'd be surprised at what people are actually willing to do if you're just confident enough to showcase and say things that you want to do. Like, I'm not paying for your ticket. See you in a bit. All right, no worries. My price is $100 an hour. Cool, I'm paying for it. Give me a kiss. She'll do it. Like, do you know what I mean? If you start getting used to just speaking your mind and not being hesitant, for example, at a job, if you're applying for a job and there's the manager's like, listen, we're only allowed these amount of hours for you. We're only allowed to put you on, like, I don't know, let's say 10 hours a week or something really low, right? But yeah, I do apologize. Simply just say, like, don't just sit there and accept it. If that's not what you want, if you want more hours than just 10 hours a week, say it. Don't just sit there and go, oh, okay. Like, listen, you know, I respect that, and I didn't come here to waste my time. I genuinely think that I could provide a lot of value, and I could do so much good for your company. I believe that I'm worth a lot more than 10 hours a week, and if you would allow me to prove that to you, I guarantee that you will not be disappointed. But I'm only working for you if you can give me more than 10 hours a week. If you can be firm and confident and convicting with your word like that, you'd be very surprised at what you can get out of this world, what you can pull off. So just a little quick daily lesson for you. If you keep that in mind, just try it out. Try it out next time. I don't really know how to really apply this, but yeah, just in certain situations. The girl one's a very good one to use, because I know a lot of you guys are, you know, fucking around with girls and stuff, and you're trying to get used to and confident with girls. And a big one I learned is just stop being so hesitant. Stop asking for things. Kind of just say it. Especially with feminine girls, if you adopt that masculine role and you start to just lead them with confidence, they'll just follow you. Like little puppy dogs, they'll just follow you. They love it. It's sexy for them, right? So just do that. If you sat on a bench with a girl you've never kissed before and you want to give her a kiss, instead of just sitting there like, oh gosh, should I do it? Or instead of asking her, can I give you a kiss? That kills the moment. Just look at her and go, give me a kiss. Grab her by the chin, pull her in close. If she pulls away and goes, oh no, I'm not really ready, respect it. Don't be a weirdo, don't be desperate, don't be a little incel, but it's worth a try. At least if you pull it off, you'll come across as fucking G, right? You'll come across as very, very confident and as if you know what you're doing. So just try it. The coaching's down below if you want to learn more from me on a personal level. Get out there, make it happen. I'll see you soon.